Hi guys, I'm Shelley and today I'm going to do the Whovian bookish tag. In case you didn't know, I am a huge Doctor Who fan. I'm obsessed to the point that I run a graffiti art project around Bristol called BadWolf Jars, BadWolf being a story arc between the Doctor and his companion Rose Tyler. The first tattoo I plan on getting will say Blaid Drwg, which is BadWolf in Welsh, and I can say the mini episode Time Crash verbatim. Hey, I'm the Doctor, I can save the universe with a kettle and some string, and look at me, I'm wearing a vegetable. Yep, that happened. And I came across Mia from Idleness of Mischief doing this very tag. The original is made by Sabrina Handel and Samantha from Novels and Nonsense. I will put a link down below to their video and to Mia's video. You should go check it out. There are 13 questions, one for each Doctor. Yes, we are including the grumpy War Doctor John Hurt because he is amazing. Let's get started. First question is for the first Doctor, William Hartnell, who ran for 3 series. What is your favourite first book in a series? City of Bones, the first in the Mortal Instrument by Cassandra Clare. I love this series. There are a few books in there that are a bit off, but this one got me straight into the series. I had to buy the next one and the next one and the next one. It sucks you straight in. It's fast moving, there's loads of plot twists. It's a fantasy supernatural book about a young girl who finds out that she has magical powers. She is a shadow hunter, so basically she can hunt demons and the horrible things that are out in the world, and there's a cute guy that she likes. Second question for the second Doctor, Patrick Troughton, who again ran for 3 series. What is your favourite sequel? For this one I choose Emmeline's Moon, the second in the Snow Spider trilogy by Jenny Nimmo. One is about a young girl. She doesn't have any magical powers, unlike the people around her, but her power is just being her. She's kind of the underdog and nobody really takes her seriously, and she finds out if you don't have to have magical powers, just being a person and being there for the people you love is enough. Third question, third Doctor, John Pertwee, who ran for 5 series. What is your favourite trilogy? The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Basically revolves around a government who once a year select 12 kids, put them in an arena and make them fight to the death. And the winner gets riches and glory, but kind of has to do as the government tell them, and it follows a young girl who is put into the games. It's got strong female characters, all the characters are strong. I love it, and it's so shiny as well. Fourth question relates to the 4th Doctor, who is the longest running Doctor, and he ran for 7 series, and that is Tom Baker. Name your favourite colourful book. This relates to the fact that the 4th Doctor wore a massively colourful and extremely long scarf. I actually used to own one of those scarves. It wrapped around me like 4 times. It was ridiculous. I think the most colourful book I own is The List of My Desires by Georgette Delacourt because it's covered in beautiful buttons. I love it so much. 5th question and 5th Doctor, Peter Davison, who ran for 3 series. Name your favourite book with sport in it, and this relates to the fact that 5th Doctor loved to play cricket a lot. The Harry Potter series because of Quidditch. 6th question, 6th Doctor, Colin Baker, who ran for 2 series. Name your favourite book with a villain in it. And this was because Colin Baker had a lot of enemies. Mr. Wickham from Pride and Prejudice. Now I know this may be a bit of an odd choice, you could have so many evil people. He ruins women's lives on purpose for fun. He just thinks it's a laugh, and he gets away with it. He sort of gets his happily ever after, minus death comes to Pemberley, but even then, I really don't like him. Question 7 for the 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, who ran for 3 series. Your favourite adult or dark book? And this relates to the fact that, again, Doctor Who was getting dark. For this one, I'm sticking with the time travelling topic. The Time Traveller's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger? I'm sorry I can't pronounce her last name. This may be a bit of an odd choice for everybody else because it's basically a romance between 2 people, but the guy can time travel. Some horrible things happen to him. Time is their enemy. He can jump about in time without any warning. He doesn't really do it on purpose. It's sort of like a disease to him and he has no control over it. Question 8 for the 8th Doctor, Paul McGann, who was only the Doctor for a movie. Name your favourite romance book, and this because romance started happening. Quite a lot of fans didn't like the fact that the Doctor was suddenly falling in love, but it's different. He hadn't done that yet, so I thought it was kind of cool. Is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. The romance between Mr. Rochester and Jane Eyre to me is just beautiful. It's about friendship first and the way the 2 characters are connected. I love stroking this book, it just makes me so happy. And here's where it gets a little confusing. Question 9 for the 9th Doctor, John Hurt. He was the Doctor that was forgotten. So the question is, what is the book you wish you hadn't read? Allegiant by Veronica Roth. Why? It didn't make any sense to me. The ending kind of did and kind of didn't. I really wish I hadn't spent time, and I'd love those hours back, please. Moving on to question 10 for the 10th Doctor, Christoper Eccleston, who was only a Doctor for one series because, well, there were many rumours as to why he left after one series, but he is actually my favourite Doctor. What book got you back into reading this series? And that is because Christoper Eccleston technically was the first Doctor for a big generation because we'd had a massive gap. The Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead. I had gotten quite fed up with vampire books, and then Daisy from 1000 Nights of Daisy taught me into reading this, and I was hooked, completely suckered back into the world of paranormal and vampires. It's a really, really nice young adult vampire book that doesn't include Bella Swan, thank God. Question 11 for the 11th Doctor, David Tennant. What is your favourite hyped up book? Because, let's face it, David Tennant is quite a hyped Doctor. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. All the feelings. And Isaac. I am falling more and more in love with Isaac the more I read this book. Question number 12, the Dr. Matt Smith, who was around for 3 series. What is your favourite child book? And this is because Matt Smith's Doctor was very, very childish. Basically, he was a 5-year-old. A Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I don't even know how to describe how much I love this book. It's so battered. I mean, you can just see how much I've read it. They go on these wild adventures, and just the little things in life are so big. Just making butter makes her happy because you get a little treat of eating the cream, and then it snows, take hot sugar outside and freeze it. Which leaves us with the last question. Doctor number 13, Peter Capaldi, the one to come. Super excited. What is your most anticipated read? Okay. Is it Isla and the Happy Ever After or Ilsa and the Happy Ever After? Because there's an S in there and I want to say Ilsa by Stephanie Perkins. I've loved the first 2, Anna and Lola, and I can't wait for the 3rd one. I want it in my hands now. And that's all 13 questions. I want to tag 3 people who I'm pretty sure are Whovians, and that is Adriana from Perpetual Pages, Beth at Bookish Bunny, and Ariel from Ariel Posset. But if you are a Doctor Who fan and you want to do this tag, do it. I'm tagging you. I want to see other people's Whovianness come out. And I just want to leave you with this one thing. On the London Underground, and sometimes there are thoughts of the day. A little while ago, somebody tweeted one of the, and it was about Doctor Who. And this is what it said. When they made this particular hero, they didn't give him a gun. They gave him a screwdriver so he could fix things. They didn't give him a tank or an X-Wing. They gave him a box that could call for help. And they didn't give him a superpower or pointy ears or heat ray. They gave him an extra heart. And that is why I love Doctor Who. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are good. Bye!